Yellow, 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 yellow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tuga Tuesdays. We're back, baby. We're back,
Yeah.
fully loaded, bigger and better than ever. The boys of Tuga Tuesdays, Mr. Derek Gomez, Miss Mauricio Ruano, Mike D'Agostino, and myself, Lino Torres, with you tonight after like freaking, I don't know how many weeks, man, because we took 2 weeks off and then I got to call another game, and it was crazy. So, but we're back. We are back right after this round 13, this crazy round 13 in Liga Portugal. Fortunately, today wasn't a happy day for Sporting. They were trying to take down the freaking Bayern superpower Munich, and it didn't go. It didn't go as planned. It didn't go as planned. Another crazy trip to Germany without any single point coming from that territory. But we're going to talk about, of course, the derby, about the Lisbon derby, the capital. No winners. Oh, well, excuse me. No winners.
No, there's a winner.
There was a winner. There was a winner. There is a winner, right? Of course. From the Kingdom of the North, the Almighty Dragons watching this game. How they were eating popcorn, man. You know, I totally picture Farioli and all the guys who said, "Hey, give me another Bifana, brother. Give me some caldo verde, because we're enjoying this matchup between these two guys in Lisbon. A bit disappointing, I want to say. Yes, a bit disappointing. I was expecting more. I wanted to see something more dramatic. It wasn't like that. But again, there's another draw for Benfica on this halfway through the season. It was still like 4 games away. So 4 games, 4 games away from the midpoint. And damn, you got 5 draws already. You know, the positive outcome of this is that you didn't lose against the one of the big 4, right? But you drop points against teams that you shouldn't. And
that's the problem.
Those 6 points that you dropped. When are you gonna get it back? I don't know, because until now, Porto is yet to lose, and doesn't seem that they're gonna lose until who knows when. All right, so thank you guys for joining us tonight. Of course, we're gonna talk about Porto. We're gonna talk about Braga. Unfortunately for boys from the Porto English podcast, their account has been hacked.
Yeah,
has been hacked. What's up with that, man? Jesus Lord, man! Nobody's safe now, and then it's me complaining about freaking Elon Musk, and now that you gotta put a code for the chats, man. I was like,
that's weird. I know
that is weird. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It was like, no way. But I guess there you go, brother. You don't want the account to be hacked. If they want to hack your account, they're gonna hack it, no matter how many passwords you put in. Okay. So
they'll
let's get it, guys. Let's get it with Mikey. Mike D'Agostino, Mr. Benfica, brother. Hit me up with your opening on this night about your team, brother.
Oh, I mean, again, you put yourself in a situation where you have to win a game in December. It's December, and you're already the season. I mean, this is what you set up for. Game could have gone either way. Either team could have won. Either team could have lost. It was a derby, and the ball didn't go the way you wanted, and not good enough, I think, in the final third. I thought the goal was a good play. That was the best play of the game. Great game for Richard Rios. That was a really big performance from him. But again, that childish goal to give up early in a game. Trubin never needed to pass that ball to Enzo Barrenechea under that kind of pressure. Yeah. The only thing he could have done with that was either first time pass it back to Trubin, or exactly what happened. It's okay once in a while to knock it long, and I know Mourinho did not want them doing that. That's why you could see his face after it happened, because he told them not to play with it like that. And they got punished for it. And Trubin should have come up with the save after. We could talk about that for a little bit. I think Poss mishit it a little bit, and it was in his reach. He didn't get it. And then you're playing from behind, and I lost count of how many times Benfica have fallen behind in these games recently. You're not going to come back every time. It happened a week ago. It's not going to happen every single time. The effort was there. They wanted it. The crowd for once was behind them. The support was good. The flares stayed off the pitch. That was good. But it just, there wasn't enough. It was just, you put too much,
right?
Because of all of the dropped points at home, mind you, all the dropped points at home this season. It just wasn't enough. You just dug a hole too deep to come out in this one. Could have gone different, but it also could have easily been a loss as well.
Yeah, you send that message. We're gonna talk about the 4-minute message after
Was that good? I should have said 12 minutes.
Yeah. All right, but it was an early goal anyway.
Yeah,
Mr. Gomez, you were rolling, conceding a single goal in the previous 3 matches. Putting 3, 4, 5, 15 goals in the last 4 matches, and then you come into the derby like, where's the firepower, man? Huh?
Yeah. First off, I felt like I was in the twilight zone those first 20 minutes. It was strange. It was almost like Benfica was inviting us to score.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
I don't think this is credit for Sporting. This is more of a demerit for Benfica. That's the way that I look at those first 20, 25 minutes. Sure, Sporting were playing aggressive. They were getting into space. They were winning the ball back quickly. But I just felt that there was a malaise for those first 20, 25 minutes. Benfica looked lethargic.
Mm-hmm.
There was no energy.
The moment seemed too big for them.
Yeah, it was just I was like looking at the screen. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And at that point, I did feel that in those first 20, 25 minutes, I felt that we needed to score more than one.
Yeah.
With the way Benfica was playing, which I totally did not expect. But we failed to do that.
That first chance for Lucas Suarez.
Yeah, Lucas Suarez. Yeah, it was a big chance. We had some chances there in the beginning. But again, this is what happens in these derbies with Sporting. Again, I want to remind everybody, this is the 7th straight derby that Sporting failed to win within in the 90 minutes. As soon as Benfica scored, the tying goal, Sporting then became more afraid of losing than looking to win. And that's just the way I felt. I think that they played really passive after that. They just didn't want to concede that second goal. They were afraid of losing as opposed to, going for that win, which seems to be the case in these big games, these derbies, lately with Sporting. There's this fear of losing. We have to look at, teams like Benfica and Porto, eye to eye. We have to look at them as equals. We can't have this inferiority complex when we go into these games, because that's what I see with Sporting, and I've been seeing it for decades. Even with Ruben, there were 10 games in a row with Ruben that we didn't win a derby, a Clásico. Even with during our golden era, it's in these games for some reason, the fear of losing begins to creep up, and we tighten up, and then that's what I saw after Benfica tied it. But I said, when watching those first 20 minutes, I did feel that we needed to get the second goal, and that really could have changed the outcome. But I mean, at the end of the day, do you take a tie at the Luge? You do. You do. It is the Stade Luge. It's like Mikey said, the crowd was very much behind Benfica. It was a tough place to play. But I mean, now it's 5 points to Porto, and Porto's lost 2 points in 13 rounds. It's looking pretty bleak. We have the tougher schedules. Benfica has to go to Moreirense. Benfica still has to play Braga. We have to go to Guimarães. We have to go to Gil Vicente. It's looking pretty bleak right now. It's not going to be a Merry Christmas.
That doesn't look that way. It doesn't look that way, guys. All right, everybody, guys. Say hi to Dave Pereira, our Braga guy.
What's up, Dave?
All right, Dave.
Happy, smiling.
Big win.
Because King Richard is back. King Richard is back. Ricardo Horta back to his old self. Pulling off that victory. I mean, he's starting to regain his status of the King of Braga once again with Ricardo Horta. we'll talk about Braga once Mike leaves. But Mr. Ruano, that Porto game. Do you believe that it was at risk at any point? Was it at risk at any point that game, or not? It was just being the
first time
because it's half a nail the first. No, right?
No, I wasn't worried that game for them at all. I knew right away coming in, even when it was 0-0 at the half, I'm thinking in my head, it's freaking Tondela. They're probably going to pop another 3 this second half right now.
Yeah.
They haven't been playing great though.
No,
they since that game, since for 3 weeks now. Let's go to that weekend of the Clásico. Estoril should have won that game, and they got away with one with Estoril at home. And Roy hates that team. So
and they lost.
Imagine if Estoril would have pulled that off.
They lost the game at Ice in the Taça Liga.
They lost the game
that's right.
They lost in the Taça. Ice played a hell of a game at the Dragão. Hell of a game.
At the Dragão too. So.
But the thing is with me is I almost feel like it was a good thing that they lost because that's a less extra game they have to play now.
Yeah. I mean, that's one competition.
They tend to do well when they bounce out of that tournament.
And Porto, but we all know this,
right?
These are the games. Mad. These are the games that you come out on top and win the league. It's those games that you're playing not so good, but you still find a way to pull it through, and that's what they've been doing all year. That's why these point difference with Sporting and even it doesn't look good because they're not giving anything up. Even when it looks like they're not playing well, like that Estoril game, Tondela had them 0-0 at the half. You're thinking, all right, like let's say a prayer to Fatima right now, just hope for a tie. No. They still find a way. Like they get Vega, who gets hurt in that Guimarães games. You think it's something real bad. He comes away, he's okay. So even injuries, besides De Jong, they're not even getting hurt. They're playing well. They're still on top of their game. They have some ugly wins here and there, but like the guys have been saying, it doesn't look good because they're not giving anything up. And can you see them giving it up? No, because Sporting is pretty much going to have to go undefeated the second half to catch up to them if Porto is to slide anywhere. And you're hoping maybe a rival game with Benfica again or with Sporting or Braga, they can pull it off. But I hope
they have to go there and win.
Yeah, because after this first turn, they handled their business against everybody. And they really don't have to lose the game. They can play for the tie when it comes to these rivalry games.
Yeah.
So, listen, they're playing well. You can see a little bit the system that we've talked about with Farioli. The second half, it's starting to catch up to their legs a little bit. You can tell by the second half, they're not
way too much intensity, right?
And everything like that. So, right now, if I'm a Porto fan, which I'm not, but if I am, I'm sitting pretty and I'm having a good Christmas right now, especially seeing Mikey at like 8 points behind me.
Yeah.
There is plenty of football, but the thing is, David's right. No. There's plenty of football. Yeah. Anything could happen. Yeah. He's right because, listen, Farioli, let's not forget where he came from. Ajax last year, a month into the season, Ajax was in first, and they looked pretty. After 4 weeks, he lost that championship with Ajax. So, anything can happen.
They had a 9-point lead with 5 games to go.
With 5 games to go, yeah.
So, in a month, he lost it in a month like this.
But he wasn't coaching Porto. That's the difference.
Right.
And,
different animal.
And David's right. There is plenty of games.
He's right.
The way the games have been going and watching our teams and everything, like right now, Sporting, we got a lot of guys hurt. There's saw today in the Bayern Munich game. You're missing Buck. You're missing Trincão. Inácio didn't play because he's not 100%. So there's things going on with all of our teams. Mourinho's still feeling out everything. He's still Mourinho with Benfica. I feel like he doesn't trust anybody he has on his bench, and he needs.
You got about 12 players he trusts.
Yeah, that's it. And Porto right now with Farioli since the beginning,
he looks at the bench and anybody can step up.
He's just like, nope, nothing here.
He has everything going to himself right now. So right now, Porto, they're looking pretty.
They're looking so solid, and they have that every year. There's there's a team that I thought was Sporting at the beginning of the season, and I gotta be honest with you guys. When I saw all the previews for the season, there were lots of journalists that were picking Porto to win.
Yeah.
Where's this coming from? What am I missing here? And then the season started. Like, oh, okay, I now know what are you talking about about the Porto side. That they're the most. I mean, they are the ones that have the championship label on their
Right now,
foreheads. So
they're not
see.
conceding goals. They're just not giving any goals. That's what's killing it.
And that's
They're
the
not
most brutal
conceding
part. You know, those two center backs, man. They are like I call them, man. They're cyborgs. They are cyborgs, man. They're not human beings, man. They're not human beings. Neither Kivir or Bernarek. The Polish cyborgs, that's what I'm naming like that. Mikey, before you go, man, you gotta go. So we gotta go with you. Give me your biggest concern of for your team after this derby, man.
Concern? I'm honestly, it's a race for second place now. There's still holes in the team. The next 6 weeks, figuring out what the team has, who's gonna stay, who's gonna go, and what needs to come in. Because we can't have just 12 players. Mourinho, looking at the way he manages the match, he's got 12 to 13 players he's counting on, and everybody else is on the periphery. So some pieces need to be added. I know there's injuries too, which those guys are going to come back, which is going to complicate things if you go into the market and bring in a bunch of reinforcements. So, I mean, I'm not very high on this team. I'm not very high on the rest of the season. The cups become super important, but that's really where the focus now goes because this is a big job. This isn't as big of a job as Mourinho had at Manchester United, but it's almost at that level.
It's right. No, it's up there.
It's almost at that level. It's more to do with the opponents that make it not as big of a job because Benfica should still be doing better, even with the deficiencies. The individual talent alone, they should be doing better. But the real concern is the points dropped against Casapia, against Rio Ave, against these teams that is the problem. And that's going to be a problem all season because when teams sit in deep and they take away the passing lanes, this team has a hard time figuring out what to do next. And the only positive is since Mourinho's come in, the set pieces have gotten a lot better. But now they're relying on set pieces for goals against those teams. So it's going to be an upward battle. I think he's got to figure out what to do with Ivanovic. He's got to figure out who's going to play wide. You notice that Dedic is already playing better with Luka Bacchio injured. That partnership just wasn't working. Luka Bacchio is going to come back. You got to figure out what you're going to do then. Left
and
back for me
with Arches.
Exactly. And Mourinho loves Leandro Barreiro, and I can see why coaches will love that kind of fighter. But he's not a special player. So I don't know. There's just a lack of quality, especially in the final third. Deliveries are not that good. Aside from the goal, there wasn't really a really good ball played into a dangerous area. A lot of it was just will, and they need to do more than just fight and will their way to results.
Right.
They have to start to place. Yeah, there needs to be a structure. The dynamics of the team need to improve, and they need more time. I get it. You can see that other teams are better trained. They're better rehearsed, if you will. And Benfica's still figuring out what their manager wants them to do, I think. And sadly, going to lose Prestiani for a week. And he had to commit that foul. Had someone done that last year, we would have had a much different ending of the season. But of course, you got to keep that back leg out of it and not come around with the scissor. But he's a young player. That's how you learn. I can live with that. But there's a lot of questions still to answer.
Mike, just one last one before you go, because I know you got to leave in like right now. Sudakov is he for me he has been evolving with the team. I think he's gaining a solid status in the 11. What do you think about Sudakov this season so far?
I agree with you. In at moments he's looked really good. At other moments he's disappeared a little bit. I know he's been moved out way to the left a few times, and played out wide. That's not doesn't seem really too natural to him. I think being in the middle of the park as more of a number 10 or an 8 is more what he's suited for. But I just said, the set pieces have improved. He's a big reason for that because he's taken some of them, and he's delivering the ball well. I think maybe Mourinho just needs to let him. It's not Mourinho's style to just give a player free reign, but I think Sudakov, you want to let go of the leash a little bit and let him have some freedom and see what he can do.
Absolutely, man. Mikey, I'm checking on the clock now, bro.
All right,
you can say you good or
all right. Thank you, guys.
All right, Mikey.
All right,
thank you, Mikey, man.
All right,
later. Safe works, man.
All right, bye now.
See you guys. See you, Mikey. Thank you for staying,
brother.
Bro.
To answer David's question, I know Mikey had to go. I think the one guy they can probably cut salary or stuff, it's probably Trubin. They could get some money for him. And Trubin, I was looking up the contracts the other day. He's the highest paid goalie in Portugal.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He makes double what Diogo Costa makes for Porto.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
insane. And Diogo Costa, he's the best goalie in the league.
Yeah, he's making like 2-3 mil. The Trubin's almost making double that.
Well,
what?
Yeah, we were looking up.
Wow.
I read that. Yeah, I guess Trincão's the highest paid player in the league.
Yes. Trincão's the highest paid. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I love Panchito, but I don't think he should be the highest paid player in the
Derek
the league,
will tell you the best ability is availability. When you play all the games like last year and everything,
you gotta play, brother. You gotta play. You gotta play now. I'm talking about playing now, Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez, talk to me, brother. Talk to me about this derby. What exactly you didn't do to win this game? What you didn't do to win this game?
We need to score that second goal when Benfica was down. I mean, Benfica was so bad in those first 20 minutes. I was shocked by how bad they were. And we really needed to take advantage of that because it wasn't going to be like that for 90 minutes. We were well aware of that. We're aware that wasn't gonna continue. That Benfica were going to sort of wake up and they're gonna grow into the game. So in those first 20 minutes, when they were just giving away the ball so cheaply, when we were able to get into channels, find space, get into the box, we needed to score more than one goal. And like I said again, it's once Benfica tied it, you just saw Sporting's attitude towards the game totally changed. This team again reverted back to being afraid to lose. We play these games not to lose. That seems to be the case with all these derbies. I mean, you just got to look at the past. I mean, this is the 7th straight derby, whether it's Porto or Benfica, where we haven't won in
2019. Was it 2019? Was 2019, right? Was that the one? No.
No, I mean, we beat them. We beat them at the Luge with Ruben the second year with
Ruben, right?
The 3-1 win. Yeah, the 3-1 win.
Yeah. Okay.
Then that got offset by losing 2-0 at home. That clinched the title for Porto that same year.
Right.
But yeah, that was the last time we did that. I mean, look at last year's Supertaça. Porto were a disaster last year. We had a 3-0 lead in the Supertaça and we lost 4-3. Yeah. It's almost like it's engraved in our DNA. We still have an inferiority complex when we play these two teams. And if we want to be a perennial powerhouse, we have to look at these guys as our equals, not as our superiors. So that's what I felt. Other contributing factors were this. Obviously, Potts was not even close to 100%.
No.
I don't think he should have started.
No.
I mean, aside from the goal, he was ineffective.
Right.
Not involved. And he
started over that element of bringing the imbalance in the opponent.
And Kenda was on good form heading into this game. He's playing really well. So for him to start over Kenda, that made just very little sense. I think that from the midfield perspective, I thought Ullman was outstanding. But you didn't see too much Pat as the game went on. I thought Trincão yet again in these big games was a non-factor. This happens.
Do you think he was playing hurt, Derek, after that
tackle?
tackle?
I do think he was playing hurt.
Right.
I think something happened. I think something happened during the game.
Yeah.
I think something happened during the game. Then he didn't play today because of the knock that he picked up in that game. Yeah, Kenda's going to be out for I think up to 2 months now.
2 months, yeah.
Up to 2 months.
Ooh.
He broke his right foot.
Yeah, broke his right foot. So yeah, but then that's coupled with the fact that we got the African Nations Cup. So Jenny and Diomande, bye-bye.
Yes.
This is just
those big losses, man. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's not looking good right now.
Diamante's a huge loss.
Oh yeah.
I think Diamante more than Gio.
Yeah.
More than because Diamante is super important. But I mean, it's also going to come down to the preseason when we went all in on that Jeremy guy from Corona, the Deportivo.
Right.
And we took Jota Silva's for granted. We always thought we were going to get him anyway. We struck out on Jeremy, and then we were 15 minutes late with the paperwork for Jota Silva. So as opposed to getting 2 wingers, we got 0. And now with Kenda being out, Jenny's about to go. What are we going to do?
Right.
This is.
It's going to be a call. It's going to be a call in January, brother, huh?
No, there has to be.
Call in January.
There has to be. There has to be. I mean, there's definitely going to be some movement in the market.
Yeah.
Which we don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. Anything. I mean, we don't hear. We're not hearing anything yet.
Nothing we haven't heard yet, and
right?
Nothing. It's already December 9th. We're getting there. But I mean, with respect to the Derby, that's what I saw. There was just a complete changing. There's a complete change in attitude. We became very passive. We lowered our lines. We defended. I don't think. I mean, people are talking about the amazing second half Benfica had. I didn't think it was amazing. The 2 shots they had on target were comfortable saves.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
I thought the second half was poor by both of them. Poor by both teams. Poor.
Yeah, it wasn't this. Oh, Benfica was so great in the second half. I mean,
no,
it wasn't this onslaught where they were getting chance after chance. I didn't see that. But Sporting didn't even take a single shot in the second half. There was just this lack of drive to go for the win. They just didn't want to lose. And I think that's the real reason why the Derby turned out the way that it did.
No, we're going to Porto now, but my boy here, TFC 92221. What's your name, bro? Tell us your name, so we'll have to call you by like
3 center backs, 2 strikers for the rest of the
year.
Listen,
3 center backs and 2 strikers for the rest of the year.
They've made it work with the 2 strikers. They've made it work.
Yeah.
With Dennis Gould and Samu, they've made it work because De Jong hasn't really.
No, he hasn't contributed.
No, he hasn't contributed.
And there's nothing. Do you miss him? No, nobody's missing this guy.
You say I had no problem scoring at the Alvalade.
I forgot about him. If you don't mention him, I totally forgot about the Jong, man. It's like, oh crap, they have that guy too, right? Forgot about him, man.
Yeah, but we can say about their center backs and strikers, but guess what? They haven't gone down. They're going strong. So it's not like.
And guess what? They're not getting even booked. They're not getting cautions. They're not getting yellow cards for Bendarek or Akivio.
Right.
The guys are clean, man.
Derek's right. You got to hope that all these games with Europe, and now don't forget these Polish center backs. They're in the playoff to get Poland into the World Cup.
Yes,
that's 2 extra other games for them, where both of them are going to play.
Keep adding miles, bro. Keep adding miles to those tanks.
Yeah. And I mean,
listen, this system that
we have to root for Porto in the Europa League. We have to root for them.
These last few games for them with Isturion, they've been getting caught with that high line. If you can play a good ball over the top and you have those wingers, that's why I was kind of like with Derek. I agree. Both shouldn't play that game. If you have a winger like a Jenny and a Kenta, and you can beat the sides, you got free reign to go one-on-one with those 2 guys back there with how high of a line they play. So listen, there is a lot of time left. Yeah. You're hopeful, but both me and Derek and Mike see the writing on the wall. Like Sporting's got to win.
Margin. It's just the margin of error is so
for them to mess up. You also got to remember Sporting's got to take advantage of that too. So you got to. It's not that easy, So
no, it's like you're in a position right now. Sporting and Benfica.
They conceded only 3 goals, man.
They can't. Sporting and Benfica cannot lose any more
3
points.
3 goals they have conceded so far this season. 3.
Right.
I know it's insane. But Sporting
They don't have that luxury. They don't.
They can't drop any points.
No.
I just think that and the next tie or the next loss will be fatal.
And all right, this is what's left for. This is what's left for Porto in the year, right? Before the 2026 takes on.
Yeah.
They got Estrela Amadora, they got Famalicão, Adragao. I know that's for the cup. Alberca, yeah.
Oh, man.
ABS.
It's like they
okay. They're now
They're getting second
not gonna
division
drop any
teams.
points.
Like the next 3 weeks, they got like the bottom feeders. The next 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I just saw Estrela Amadora at the Alvalade.
It's just like.
Yeah, I mean, and we have to go to Guimarães.
So now,
we have to go to Guimarães and Gil Vicente.
Right.
So
Barcelos, baby, Barcelos.
Yo, and Derek, don't forget, we have to go to the Dragão now. The second half, they beat us at home. We got.
I know, and the thing is, that game at the Dragão, there's no choice. You have to win it.
Yeah,
the tie is not good enough. You have to go for the win.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's the only way. The only chance.
I've been a fan for 35 years. I can still count on one hand how many times we've won there, and I've been a fan for 35 years. That's how bad it is when you go up there.
We always.
I'm gonna check it out. But when I'm checking that out,
we went up there 6 times with Ruben. Win 1.
Right.
We got more red cards up there than we got wins.
No, yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Not even Ruben can.
No, Mauricio. So this is the thing, right? So we've been complaining about the situation with the wingers in Sporting, but we're talking about Porto now, and is Will Gomez right now the best winger in the league?
Oof. He's up there. I wouldn't say he's the best.
He's the best, no.
The best winger in the league. He's a young kid at Sporting who's going to leave after his being on loan this year. He's the best winger in the league, and that's Ganda. He's the best winger in the league. When it comes to talent and everything, that kid, he's like I told you when the season started. He's a Ferrari. For him to be,
but who's having the best season? I know. I love Ganda better. But I think Will Gomez is having a better season than Gomez.
It's having a great season for what the type of player he was that they purchased last year, coming from last year to this year. Big transformation what Farioli has done.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
because he wasn't even getting minutes last year.
No,
at all.
Right. Yeah, and
Farioli's made him into a starter. Not even just a starter, but a dangerous attacker up front. Most of the time, all the focus is going on Samu. And Gomez is just taking advantage of the one-on-ones and just making these great runs. Most of the time on these goals, like the Tondela goal, just his pressure, forcing that mistake by Tondela, he gets an easy tap in. That's it. Sometimes that's all it takes. So he's been playing some really good ball. And listen, don't forget, they still have Harry Potter. And that guy can break down any team he wants when he's got the ball at his feet.
He's almost been like a non-factor.
Yeah. Really, I almost feel like I don't know if being more defensive because he wants to be on the team, Derek. Because he was taking his minutes.
I mean, that's just one case. I think Farioli's done a great job with this team, but I do think that Farioli has stunted his growth.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, man. I'm not trashing Farioli's job. Obviously, the results are the results. But when it comes to him, we're looking at this particular case.
Just the individual, yeah.
I think he's been detrimental to Mora's development, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the victories, guys, and I was looking at the stats. Right, you won 2 times since the year 2000. Adrian.
I don't know. I wasn't kidding when I said I can
times,
count on one hand.
2 times in 25 years, man. Jesus,
Well, how many
Lord.
fingers do you think Derek has on his hand? He was right. He was telling you, man.
Yeah. But it goes back to what I'm saying. There is this inferiority. There's an inferiority complex with these teams.
Right.
We still do not look at them as equals. No. Even though we've won 3 championships in the last 5 years, we don't look at Benfica and Porto as equals. We look at them as, we still look at them.
You've been like that. I mean, you've been thinking, right? Like, all right, now, guys, we won 3, and we are up there. We're equals now, but you're not. You don't feel like
we're not. No, it's just.
Jeez,
I mean, last year we had 9.
What's going to happen for the? I mean, the Alvalade, right? The next one is at the Alvalade, right?
The next game?
Hold on.
No.
I mean, the reverse fixture I'm talking.
No, it's at the Dragão.
No, it's at the Dragão, yeah. Because we lost 2-1.
Dragão.
That 2-1 loss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He said that. How to
I know.
Wow.
The only thing is
Porto remember after that game, I flipped out on the show. I said that how important that game was, and I mean I think what I said months ago is now really relevant today. Like that game was massive. That was a massive game. We could have lost the title in that game. I know it was only the 4th week of the season, but
that game
could have been.
And that Braga game, when you let Braga tie in injury time, that's the other one.
Yeah, that penalty at the end.
That's the other one that's hurting right now. Because that's an extra 2 points where they would only be up 3 or something like that, or 2. Yeah. That's what hurts.
No, of course, but it was that. But
it's crazy, right? Because it feels.
It was that huge.
It's like. I mean, you can. Tying is time, but you cannot lose at home. You cannot lose at home. You cannot lose at home to these guys. You can't.
No.
That was such a gut punch, and it still resonates today. That game hurt. That game hurt really bad.
But it's crazy. But if you're looking at straight numbers from the numerical standpoint, all right, let's put the history and everything on the side for a second here, right? You only lost once.
Yeah.
And you got only 1 more draw than Porto.
Yeah.
That's it. There are 2 games. I mean, that's the difference between you and Porto. That's the difference. 2 games.
I mean, if someone told me at the beginning of the season, after round 13, would you take a 10-2-1 record? I'm like, yeah, it's not bad.
I'll take
right.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
But the problem is the problem is the Porto is way too good now.
It's only given up 3 goals and 2 points in 13 rounds. It's
right.
It's not possible.
All right, so looking forward to how I know this is a lot of football to play. I know. All right, but where's your confidence level right now with Sporting taking over Porto by the
winning the title?
Yeah,
it's low. It's low. It's low. It's low. Big. I'm just right now because I'm just looking at right now short term. Over this next month, those two road games, with all the injuries, and with Jenny and Diomande leaving in just a couple of weeks, if we drop points at Game drop points at the Barcelos before it's a 7-9 point deficit heading into the second half of the season. It becomes virtually impossible. It becomes
that's a problem in the short term. In the near future,
the only hope I have is that these guys continue in the Europa League. They go to the round of 16, get to the quarterfinals, go to the semifinals, and they're having these tough games and playing on Thursday. That's the only thing I can see, saving us.
That's why I said they lost the Guimarães, but it's almost like a blessing too, because that's 2 less games.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to concede a competition, you would concede the Taça de Liga.
Yeah,
that one's the least important competition.
Yeah.
So I think they're fine with that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, hey, again, I mean, I've seen things where one game can change it all. Like if it's still 5 points and we go to the go and we somehow win, then that can change. That can change the course of the season.
Could be.
That could be I mean, that's the only thing I can see. If we go in there, we're still only 5 points down, and then we somehow win, and then that is a turning point.
Right.
That could flip the season on its head.
Like that big problem that you have now is the next 3 games. Finishing the year, you're not dropping points.
Yeah, because
if you don't drop points from now till the end of the year, you'll be fine. Because
we have no Kenda. We have no Kenda for the next couple of months.
Right.
And we're going to lose Jenny. So it's you hope that Trincão and Port stay healthy. And now who are you going to play? On
what about Mangas? Why won't talk about Richie Mangas?
Yeah, I mean Richie Mangas, he's been employed as like a left back. Rui Borges did mention in the press conference that when he coached Victoria, he had Mangas up high on the pitch. That could be that's an option, but does he have the quality of a Kenda? No.
No, but he can. I want to say that he can. He's
a different kind of player. He's a different kind of player. But I mean, this could be his opening. Because we just don't have options. I don't like Allison starting. I like Allison as a sub. I think he's a super sub. I think when he comes in the 75th minute, he comes in with energy. You got tired legs on the defense. I think he's a super sub. But every time he starts, he's ineffective. So I don't think he's a realistic option to start. We saw that today. Today he was a ghost.
Yeah. I would love Spartan to get a number 10 and move Trincão back to the wing.
Back to the right wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. He seems
to get a number 10 now in the market in this market transfer window.
He seems more comfortable when he goes out wide.
Yeah. But like Derek said, we tried getting that Jeremy. You tried to get like a playmaker. You tried, and then you just failed at it. And now you need a winger because Trincão is now the number 10, where he could be filling in that spot and stuff like that. So it's like you messed up in that transfer window. That mess up, like Derek keeps referring to, it's a big deal. Like you guys really screwed that up, which was something real easy, and you just didn't make it happen.
No, I mean they should have secured Jota Silva.
Yeah.
They should have secured. I think they just took it for granted that they were going to get him.
Right.
And then it got to the last day.
How about this guy Andre Luis from Rio Ave, man? I like him too, man. You like this guy?
Yeah,
I like
this
guy Andre Luis.
It all depends on the price.
For Rio Ave.
Rio Ave wanted some good money for Clayton as well. So it all depends on the
price
he's willing to pay.
I'm surprised that he didn't leave. He might leave do you think he's going to leave? I mean, by this winter transfer window, the Clayton or Andre Luis or both?
I don't know. I think he'll hang around. I mean, I thought that we should have got him as opposed to Leonidas. I was surprised.
Yes, I agree.
Didn't make that move. Yeah, but obviously when we got
how much you pay for this guy? You paid 20 mil for this guy, right? For Leonidas.
We played 22. We played 22 for Leonidas.
And Rio Ave wanted 15. For Clayton, I think.
Yeah. I think it would. I think that's it just would have made more sense.
Yes, it would have made more sense.
Though don't get me wrong, I've seen some quality in Leonidas. I'm not trying to trash the guy, but I mean, 22 million. That's a lot of money.
But not 22 million quality, huh?
Especially Clayton's already a proven. He's a proven commodity, He scored goals in this league. He knows how to score goals in this league. So Clayton was, I think, a more sensible. But I mean, we need a win.
We need a win.
Mauricio on Porto here. I was calling the game, right? And I noticed this from Alan Varela in Porto. He truly became the sheriff in town for Porto in that midfield. He's the one, because you got these two guys. You got Frodo on the right. You got Harry Potter on the left. He's patrolling the entire width of the pitch, and he's going forward too, huh?
Yeah, he's the one controlling that midfield in front of those two center backs. Froholt has free range, just with the agility and him going up and down the field. He's just a constant threat all over the field. Froholt. So that gives Alan Varela just one job, to just make sure to clean up that midfield. That if there's any type of counter,
just go to the backs of
like
these
that,
guys, man.
yeah, you got to either retrieve that ball or stop that counter coming our way any way you can. That's his one job. And Froholt and Moda on each side of him have free reign. So those wingers are going up and down with those guys on the side. They're just creating all those opportunities for him once they get that high press and that ball is stolen. Those five guys, either Gomez, Samu, Froholt, they're in the box within minutes. Once that ball is turned over, Varela is pretty much at midfield, and you got the center backs pretty much a little bit like 10 yards maybe behind him. That's how high they're pressing up there. So Varela right now has his one job, and he's doing it perfect. He's been a really solid player for them in that midfield. Because I'll be honest with you, if he goes down, they have Eustaquio, but I feel like Varela brings more grit than Eustaquio would to that position.
Yeah.
I feel like Eustaquio is more of a type of a cliffhanger where you can get a card, possible red or something like that, can change the game. Where Varela is more steady with the ball, his vision, and just more calm in possession. So he's been really good for them at the midfield.
And also, it's not like he's alone on the duty, because Mora and Froholt, they return, they retrieve their steps, and they cover the backs, and they're going up and down, up and down. It's not like, I don't know, we are creative players here, we don't do that job. No, they do.
Yeah,
they do
this Froholt has been really impressive. If there's a newcomer at the midfield point of it, he wins it. He's just been phenomenal. Fitting into this team and the role that he plays, he's constantly just going. Even in the second half, he's just pretty much a machine. That Viking kid is just going back and forth. He's the one guy I feel like if someone does go down and would affect the team, I feel like besides the center backs, it's him.
That would be him, right?
Those three, Bednarik, Kiwor, and Froholt, if anything happens to one of those three, I feel like that will hurt them significantly. I feel like those are the three horses that have been really such a huge impact, and they're all three newcomers. That's why we said this at the beginning of the season. Porto won the transfer market, and the way they won this transfer market just flipped their whole team.
Yeah, well, they
big
needed
time.
To. Yeah, they needed. Yeah, I think they realized that they needed to, and they did it.
Right, and they did it with the right players.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, decision making, man. Decision making is critical. It's critical. And Derek, on Ivancito Fresneda decision, not the same impact as last year, huh? I feel like we don't talk about much about Fresneda. I mean, usually he was bringing the X factor in many games last season, coming up with the key goals last season, but he's not providing that extra hand that you need when you go into the final third coming from the right wing.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I think he's been okay. I think he's been all right. He scored off a header, which I never thought he would do.
Right.
So I mean, listen, we got Vangianides to replace him. We brought in Vangianides.
He's on the bench.
And that's where he deserves to be. I mean, he just hasn't demonstrated that he can play in this league. But I mean, the intention for Vangianides, I mean, we didn't just buy him on the cheap. I think it was like 12.5 million euro for this.
You're right.
Yeah, it was I think 13. Yeah, I think 13.
This guy was brought in to be the starter. But Fresneda has outplayed him. I mean, zero doubt about it. There was a chance at the beginning of the season we started giving Vangianides starts, but it quickly became apparent that this guy wasn't cutting the mustard. So Fresneda has fought. He had to fight for his spot. He fought for it tooth and nail, He's earned it. And, you know, again, he's not coming up with those big goals, but, you know, I do see him, you know, attacking. I think he's defending better than he's ever defended. And he's become sort of a serviceable right back. I mean, is he a tremendous right back? Again, you're going to compare him to Maxi Arroyo. Maxi is just blowing up this year, in my opinion.
Yes.
I think there are two guys.
Big
there are two guys
last
that
year,
always,
right?
There's two guys that I haven't seen. Yeah, I know. I think there are two guys on this team that never played bad. It's him and Yulman. Those guys just never played.
Yes, that's it.
They never played.
It.
Those have been the two guys that have been, you know, tried and tested. These guys always come through for us. So if you're comparing Fresneda to that, then, you know, he's not going to look that great.
Right.
But I mean, I think he's a serviceable right back. I don't think he's like our biggest issue right now. You know, is he coming up with those goals like you said? No, but I do think that, you know, he is supporting the attack. Like I said, I think he's defending better than ever. And, you know, he's earned that spot. He's our best right back, you know, without a doubt, in my opinion.
Right, without being at his best as he was last year. You know, not at his best form, he's the best.
When it comes to goal scoring, though, like I said, I know that's one thing I never thought I'd see in my life is him scoring out a header. But things that fail them to do it, and they're piss pathetic defending. You know,
kind of like Sebastian Coates. Huh? He's not Coates. Huh?
He said that.
No, he compared himself to him. He's like, "Oh, I'm scoring goals like 7." He did say that.
By the way, Sebastian Coates won the championship in Uruguay.
Yeah,
by the way,
Sporting did not forget that. Yeah, we congratulate him.
He won the championship with them, and he's still being the general man. He's still being the Mariscal, the quarterback of that. His beloved national. But
he has legendary status.
The quick players. Oh yeah. I remember those goals, man. I remember those late goals, man. The first championship in 2021, man. I still my pipes remember that, man. My pipes remember that. Still hurt. Still hurt from those goals, man. But what's going on with the Greek players this season in the Primera Liga? Derek, why we had so many? We had like I don't know how many.
Because
the whole team is Greek. even the doctors are Greek in Rio Ave, man. What is going on?
We have to look at other markets. The Brazilians are too expensive now.
Yeah.
You know, you could just.
I know. That's why Porto went to freaking to Norway and
I know. You got to go to the Scandinavian markets, and now you got to look at like lower leagues like the Greek league, you know, to get players. I mean, because you go to Brazil, they're like, yeah, sure, you can have them, but it's going to cost you 45 million. You know,
give me 40, 50, 60.
You can't. I mean, 20 years ago, it was a dime a dozen, like you know, but. They don't let them go anymore. You know, they have real money now.
I'm sorry, this is Premier League shelves. You can go to the other shelves over there because these are Premier League shelves here, brother.
So I think that's what it is.
Amex Gold here, man. Amex Black.
Yeah, we have to go to these leagues, you know, to get players that we can afford.
But I haven't seen that many. This is only this season because the previous seasons, I mean, I've been calling since 2019. I don't recall getting that many players from one league only.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I know. I know from Sporting that Leonidas was the guy that we wanted last year. It was just always the guy that we wanted. We really wanted this guy. Now we got him. You know. And then
he's like,
yeah. I mean, it sucks because he was getting better. He was having more of an impact, and then he got hurt.
Yeah.
You know, so he just got hurt at the wrong time because he was growing, and he was having more of an impact. He was scoring some goals finally, and then he got hurt, which, you know, it sucks. So now he has to build himself up again. But I mean, and then we were desperate for a right back, and Ivan Giannidis, though he was expensive, was the only one I think that we could really afford. But it ended up being, in my opinion, this looks like it's going to be a bust.
Yeah, I
We're
agree
gonna,
with you.
we're gonna eat this one. You know, we talked about how Porto won the transfer market and they got the right players. This is one example where we just got the wrong guy.
Right.
You know, and I'm not saying Ioannidis is a bad player, but you know, it's just 22 million euros. If you're spending 22 million euros on a guy, then you expect a lot more than what we've seen so far. You know,
especially in this league. Yeah.
Right?
You know. Hey, I mean, Benfica had Artur Cabral. They spent
Especially in this
20
league.
million on, and you know they
Listen. They're going through it again with Ivanovic, 20
they
million
took a
on the
bath
bench.
with that one.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so it's but yeah, the transfer market.
Crazy,
It's like,
right? Now, Mauricio, what's going on? Go ahead.
What's going on?
Mauricio, what do you think about the? Brad, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yep, we're good now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Braga. Is this the renaissance of Braga? Because they got a slow start, not convincing start.
Oh, he's frozen
Oh
again.
no, he's frozen.
With the team, and I don't know what's the deal with Paulo. I don't know. He scored the goal in this game, but he even when I was talking about the guy, right? Yeah, this guy, I don't like this guy. Boom, he scores the goal. It happens all the time, man, with commentators, man. You're just talking about a player, and they come up with it. Yeah, and then they boom, the score. They come up with a massive play. But even though I'm not convinced still with Paul Victor, okay? So, Mauricio, talk to me about Braga. I mean, are they for real now? They're back for real? Or they're going to have a tough time taking my beloved Gil Vicente out of the fourth place?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you should ask your Gil Vicentes if they're for real, because they're only 2 points back now from fourth place. So, but like you just said, what hurt Braga was that slow start in the league. I think going back, they went 1 month without a league win, right, Derek? A month and a half or so, or something like that.
They dug themselves quite a hole.
And that's where they hurt, because right now, if they didn't dug themselves a hole, Benfica's there for the opening of that third spot. They would be there to challenge them if they would have at least gotten another extra 2 wins. That would have gave them at least up to 28. You would have been 1 point behind Benfica right now.
And they still
that
slow start head to head.
Yeah, that slow start hurt them.
Benfica, you know, if they can win that, you know, they'll get back into discussion for the third place or
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But listen, all credit to them what they're even doing in Europe. They're in the top 8.
Yep.
Right now they would go directly through. He's rotating the squad. People also have to remember, Braga's also played the most games of any team in the league, because they had to play the pre-qualification for the Europa League and all this stuff, the Taça. So they've already got extra miles on their legs. Yeah. So listen, what this coach has done, even after that slow start, rotating the squad and everything, Horta in that Aroca game and this Famalicão game, he looks like he's back a little bit. He looks like he found the fountain of youth a little bit on his legs and stuff like that. So listen, I give credit, especially they beat a good Famalicão team in Famalicão, which is not an easy place to play. No. And they came out with a good win, a solid win for them. So listen, they're up there. They're doing their thing. They're staying quiet, and they're just doing what they have to do at this point, which is moving up. Right now, their goal is that 4th spot. But once they get that 4th spot, maybe they'll think about Benfica. But until then, they have to be like how the top 3 are. You have to hope they slip and fall in those games and stuff like that to get that 3rd spot. I think it's too hard, the hole that they dug to get that 3rd spot. But we'll wait and see. There's still, like David said, plenty of game out there.
Yeah.
But they could definitely overpass your Gilistas on that 4th spot.
No.
And speaking of your team, I don't even know why Pablo didn't play the last game. He was missing that last game.
I think he's injured.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I think he's injured. Yeah, he's injured. He's injured for like a month. He's gonna be off for like a month. So that's gonna be.
That's the one guy they couldn't lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna be up for like a month. Porto Estrella. What do I have Porto Estrella on Sunday? It's on a Monday, Nina. I was getting the wrong thing here. Jesus Lord, man. I'm saying this because I'm looking at my schedule, and I was gonna go with the predictions. I was like, hey, it's Sunday. Jesus, no, it's a Monday, not on Sunday, Nina. But anyway,
Monday Night Football. There you go.
It says Monday Night Football, man. Jesus, man. All right, guys, let's go with the predictions.
All right.
Talking about predictions and talking about my Gilistas, Casapia versus Gil Vicente in Casapia's home. Gomez?
I'm going to go 1-1.
What?
I think Gil Vicente is really cooled down.
Oh, man. Mauricio?
I'm gonna go 1-0 Gilistas.
Oh, yes. I want to say 1-0 too. I'm with you on that one. Oh, Nacional de Madeira y Madeira versus Tondela. Weather permitted, please. What do you think, Gomez, on this one?
I think Nacional 2-0. They're looking pretty good at home.
Yeah. Mauricio?
You know what? I think there's going to be goals in this one. I'm going to go 2-2.
I was thinking the same thing, brother. I was thinking the same thing. 2-2 sounds fun. 2-2 sounds fun. All right. Rio Ave versus Vitória de Guimarães.
Wow.
Right, that's you know what? I'm gonna take the locals on this one for some reason. I want to say 2-1 Rio Ave on this one. Mr. Gomez?
I think it's going to end up 1-1. I did not know this, but Rio Ave has the 5th highest payroll in the league.
No, really?
Yeah.
Send me that. Where you get that payroll thing,
I
Gomez?
read it on Albala. I think it was.
Okay. I'll check it out.
It's around 10. It's around 10 million. Which I mean, Sporting just played Bayern Munich that has a 200 million euro payroll. But yeah, it's an interesting way. Like Benfica obviously has the highest payroll. But it's only 42 million. I mean, compared to that, that's why it's impossible to win the
when
championship.
You go out there and play, it's
impossible.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Sporting has the second highest at 33.
Mr. Ruan, what do you think about this game, man?
I agree with Derek. I think it's going to be 1-1.
1-1. All right. Sporting versus ABS at the Alvalade. I'm calling that game, so I'll say 3-1 Sporting. I'll say 3-1 Sporting in this one. Gomez?
2-0.
2-0.
A lot of injuries. 2-0.
I'll go 3-0.
3-0. All right. Go Sunday. Famalicão versus Estoril. I know Rui is going to be 5-0. 5-0 from you. But I think Fama is going to win this one. 2-0. 2-0 for Famalicão on this one. Gomez?
2-1. Famalicão.
2-1. Fama?
Yep.
Mauricio?
I agree with Derek. 2-1 Fama.
2-1. All right. Moreirense Benfica. I'm so sorry. I think there's going to be an upset here. And Moreirense hasn't lost this season yet at home. Moreirense is
Porto. Porto.
They lost to Porto, right? They lost to Porto, yeah. Before
the 92nd minute.
That's the only one. Moreirense. I think Moreirense 1-0 over Benfica. This one. Gomez.
I'm going to go 2-1 Benfica.
2-1 Benfica. All right.
And then,
Mauricio?
I'm going to go 1-0 Benfica.
1-0 Benfica. Late goal.
I think that's
Aruca.
That's definitely the game of the week.
Aruca de Lobos versus Alberca. In Aruca, the Municipal de Aruca.
Did they fire him?
Who?
Did they fire
Aruca?
I heard he was on the hot seat.
I have to check. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything.
I was reading something about him being on the hot seat. I don't know.
Or he could have just quit like they usually do.
Right? What you got on this one, Mauricio?
I got 2-1 Alverca.
Alverca? Okay, all right. Gomez?
It's a Roca at home.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's going to be 1-1.
I'm gonna give 2-0 Aroca on this one. I like my Uruguayan boys playing ball on this one, man.
Yeah.
Seabra's on the hot seat, but he hasn't been let go yet. But he's on the hot seat.
He's on the hot seat. Okay. I was reading something about him being in trouble.
All right, Monday, Braga versus Santa Clara. At the Municipal de Braga. Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. Come on, Braga. The Renaissance of Ricardo Horta, I want to say, Santa Clara is strong. It's going to be a wild game. I love wild games. You know me. I want to say lots of goals, man. Fuck it. 3-2 Braga. 3-2 Braga. I'm crazy like that. Don't hear me out on my predictions because I'm so delusional sometimes. But Mr. Gomez, what do you got?
I got 2-0 Braga.
2-0 Braga. All right. Mauricio?
I was thinking the same thing as Derek. 2-0 Braga.
All right. And then Monday Night Soccer. Porto versus Estrella Ramadora.
We just put 4 on these clowns.
I'm going to say the same thing. I was thinking of 4 too. I think 4. This is the exact number I was thinking of, brother. 4-0 for Porto. Gomez?
I'm going to stick with it's my favorite score this week. I'm going to go with 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Why, man? Come on. Don't be shy.
I mean, Porto has to play on Thursday.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean they cannot destroy these guys, right?
I think there's going to be times where they're going to have the lead and they're going to sit back. I don't see them pushing it because they do have the game on Thursday. So I mean, I don't see them pushing it.
Well, and score 2 goals and then we just hang around there. Passing to each other like whatever.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna have the juice to just keep on coming with these onslaughts and trying to score all these goals. I don't think that's gonna happen. Plus, if you look at the last few weeks, they really haven't been doing that.
Yeah. I know. But
that's
I know
3 weeks in a row.
3
weeks in a row.
And then this one,
they really haven't been
explode.
I know Estrella are bad. I don't know where they got this coach, but
we'll see. Mauricio.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 3-0 Porto.
3? I would say 4. I say 4. 4 because I got that game and I won lots of goals.
You won a lot of goals. Yeah,
won a lot of goals, man. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for coming to the end of the show tonight. Thank you for saying, and thank everybody that joined us tonight. And we'll see you next week to see if my predictions were bananas or not. All right. All right. Thank you guys. See you next week. Bye bye.
See you guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.